We did. The first time we ever met You Me at 6 was at Slam Dunk Festival. They were like headlining, and we were playing like a couple bands before them. And they had heard about our band, and they wanted to come and like meet us. And we had obviously heard about them because they're so big in the United Kingdom. So we met and kind of became friends. They're really big fans of soccer or football, whichever. And so we were playing like video games and stuff, and we had this thing called FIFA '09, and it was like a soccer game. And they were really good at it apparently, and they came onto our bus and we beat them at it, and they were really like ashamed. And so when we went on Warped Tour this past year, they were on Warped Tour as well. So like every single day we were playing like matches and stuff like that, and we just kind of became really good friends. And then they invited us to come out on this tour. I'm excited. This is the first year that we played main stage last year, but this year we're playing main stage as one of the headliners. So like they're like one of the last bands to play during the day, and it's kind of exciting because we've never done that before. And I don't know, it's just, there's gonna be a lot of people, so I'll get probably very nervous. We almost did one this year, and for some reason we had to back out of it because we were recording a record. Like our new record, Smile Kid, came out not too long ago. And I'm thinking at the end of this year we actually will do like a Europe tour, because I want to visit France, and I want to go to Spain and Italy and like all the places around. Actually, the first time that we ever came to England, we were going to take a train from London to Paris, and it was like the bullet train or whatever, and it was broken like that day. Like they were having construction on it, and so we couldn't even get there. So we've never been to France, and we're bummed because a lot of people that they couldn't get it, so they had to import it from the States.
Yeah.
And they loved the record. They kept asking like when it was actually going to be released, because they wanted to buy a copy, which is awesome. I think that was really cool. And everybody would send us like what their favorite songs were from the new record, and we're actually going to play some of them live, so hopefully kids will know them or whatever. But,
probably.
But yeah, we've had a lot of really positive feedback so far from the record. Not that we got bored, we just wanted to give our fans something else to listen to, because if anybody is like me, I have extreme ADD, so like I always have to be doing something new or something different. And we decided to do the new record after about a year and a half of touring from the first record, and we just thought it was the right time. MTV asked us, they sent us like an email and asked us if we wanted to be one of the like special guests on Silent Library, and we didn't really know too much about the show, so we were just like, sure, I guess, whatever, let's do it, yeah. And we got there, and we actually did the show, and it was so painful. It was insane how like a lot of stuff they can cut out on TV and make it not look as painful as it is, but the stunts that we did on the show were like getting hit in like the crotch area or whatever. That was actually really painful. They told me that I was supposed to wear a cup, like a sports cup or whatever, like that covers everything, and they forgot to give it to me. So I did the stunt without it, and it hurt so bad. And they thought it was like joking or whatever. So when they were like, "Okay, you can get up now," I was just like, I can't. It still hurt. We shower as much as we possibly can. The last tour bus that we had actually had a shower on it, which was really convenient. And on these size tours, we'll be able to shower every day. So sometimes it's true. When we tour like Warped Tour and stuff like that, where there's never any showers, it's really hard to shower. But for us, we try to be as clean as possible. For the nights, I think I've had that before. We had I was driving home from the airport, and we had 2 or 3 different cars with people who had followed us from the airport to find out where we lived, and we had to we had a driver, and we had to tell the driver to kind of like do some loops and try to lose them, and we ended up doing it. But it was I was kind of flattered by it. I think it's awesome that they would try to go like that far to find out where we live. But
it's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's a little scary. There has been like a few things that changed, like when I walk through like a shopping center or a mall or just down the street, I bring my like security guard with me. Just not that I think like anything bad will happen. Just it sometimes gets crazy, especially in airports. When we're at the airport, one person will like see us and they'll start screaming and stuff and get excited, and the like security officials at the airport think something's going on, like they think something's wrong, so they escort us into like this little tiny like, not like, it's kind of like a VIP room or whatever, but they're just like, you need to stay here until your flight leaves. I would say the biggest difference would be just the amount of appreciation. Like when you come over here, you're lucky if you can come like twice a year, and in the States you play the same city like 4, 5, maybe 6 times. So like they know if they miss you that time that they can come see you, you know, in a couple months. Whereas here we haven't been to the UK in I think like 6 or 7 months. So everybody's like really excited, and a ton of people are coming out to the shows. So it's definitely like a bigger reaction, I guess. So we play venues in the States that are, and like they'll sell out, and there'll be, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 people in every city for like 50 different cities. And then when we come over here, it's like a little smaller, but everybody goes like even crazier because they're so excited that we're here. When I imagine us together. I learned to a bell, and that's about it. And Parlez-vous français, which is from Home Alone, I think, the movie.
Oh.
Where sometime in the movie they say Parlez-vous français.
Yeah.
Well, because it was weird when our first record came out, it didn't get released over. Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome. We sweet. When we released our first record, they had like we're on a really small label in the States, so we had to like really do everything kind of ourselves, and it just kind of organically caught on in the UK. So at first it was like Kerrang had like a little bit of support, but now they've been like our #1 supporters from the UK, which is awesome.